Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about catching more fish trolling effectively. By trolling effectively, I mean basically fishing smarter. Take a look at my plotter here. This was a mackerel trip from last fall. I knew there was some Spanish mackerel around, but there weren't any clear signs like birds or busting fish. I decided to do a basic search pattern utilizing my boat's plotter and autopilot. So here's how we do it. We're going to set up a route. We're basically going to put a bunch of points that we're going to go to with one final destination. Your first bait out is going to tell you if the speed is right. I like to start in the prop wash where I can see it. I want to make sure it's doing just right. Then I'll move it back halfway and then long. If the lure or bait is getting presented correctly, you're fine. If not, it's a simple adjustment. Check this out, folks. This rocker switch underneath my trim switch, this is my speed control. Just a quick bump of the switch and I get an additional 50 RPMs. This makes it super easy for me to present my baits perfectly. When trolling the jigs and the lures, I like 6 to 8 miles per hour. This usually catches good for me. But everything changes when you change direction. Wind and current are the key players here. Let's say we have a great spread while we're fishing up sea and we're catching a few fish. I like to place a mark on the plotter where we get a bite. Also make sure to scroll back on your depth sounder and see if there's a correlation there. So many times structure dictates a bite. Even the smallest little blip could hold bait fish and the target species. And you never know, save those spots. You might come back in the fall and find a grouper there. Now that we made our turn and we're going beam C, we're getting a ton of bites. So we're gonna start using the live baits. Here's where the Helmmaster EX speed control really shines. Check this out. When you tap down on speed control, the Helmmaster EX system will take your engines out of gear just long enough to slow your speed over ground by 10%. Folks, this helps you present baits perfectly, whether live, artificial, or dead. Folks, no matter what your target species is when you're trolling, you too can fish effectively. If you want to learn more about it, go to YamahaOutboards.com, click on the Helmmaster EX page. You too can fish effectively.